So, hey everybody, my name is Outrageous Lemons, and I'm here with a video game video, but it's not quite just about the video games, if you know what I mean. Sorry, hands are here. Hello. So, we're talking about video games and mental health, and this is something I really wanted to talk about. For a while now, I've been trying to get the time together, get my thoughts together to actually record the audio for this video that you guys are seeing right now with the face cam. Yes, it's my face. I'm sorry if it offends anyone. Anyway, so I want to talk about video games and mental health, and this isn't going to be me referencing studies or me referencing anything. This is more my thoughts and my experiences and my observation of others' experience as well. Of course, everything is confidential. All you guys will know about is mine. I'm not going to mention any names, and a lot of these are general scenarios, so these could apply to so many people. So, first off, I want to talk about video games as a positive contributor to mental health and why I think it is that case and how it has been that case for me. So, most of the reason why I think it is positive is from my experience and my observation with interaction with friends, etc. So, first off, it's a really nice tool for relaxation, I find. I enjoy playing video games. I've always enjoyed it for my entire youth and adult life. I really enjoy being able to come home from either a long day at school or after going to the gym, and just when you're feeling tired, you just ate dinner or whatever, just going on and not thinking about anything that is immediately relevant to your life, and kind of being able to decompress and relax and not have to think about everything. And depending on your situation, you can be thinking about a lot at any given time. So I think that's really a way to help relax and help improve mental health in the way of giving your brain and kind of your body even a break to just kind of sit and recover from the day or the week or the month's stresses, whatever, what have you. Another way I think this is that video games are a really positive experience and a positive contributor to mental health is that sometimes you're in a bad mood, and it happens to the best of us. Anyone who's watched my streams, watched my videos, plays online with me often know sometimes you get upset, sometimes you're angry, sometimes even before you get on the video game you're not having the best day and you feel just irritated and unhappy. So I find that in those cases, if I see a couple friends I know well, or some people I know even just invite to a chat party and talk to, you get online, you chat, you kind of balance you out. They crack jokes, they're in a good mood, they're in a not so good mood, you try to help each other even to cheer up and have fun with the game, and even get in a party together and play some games like you'll see in a lot of the Overwatch footage I do. I'm at least usually with one or two or even five other people, other than the solo queue stuff I do on competitive. So I think it's really good. It's really good for your mental health to be able to have a place you go and you know you can be calmed down or be relaxed or I guess be embraced and accepted even though you're upset. And sometimes you might pass on that anger into the game, and you might actually just start getting snippy or upset with your friends, but they usually can understand it because they've been there and they want to help you relax and not be as angry as much as you want to help them when they're upset. So I'll get to that kind of topic as well a bit later in the video. But also, there's a really nice way of using the online interactions to help with either social anxiety, or if you're worried about talking to someone like your parents or your loved ones or any significant person in your life about something, like if you're going to talk to a prof about a mark if you're in university or college, for example, or if you're going to talk to your boss if you're at work. So talking to friends you don't know directly in your life or in your social networks that are in your hometown or at your workplace, community, people you don't see often but you have played video games with a bunch. Talking to these people kind of, for me, takes the pressure off of coming forward with information. So if I'm nervous about like an exam, or if I'm nervous about going to talk to a friend or a colleague in real life, out in a situation where these people aren't really related to, they don't know these people, they can't really contact them in any way, It's nice to kind of talk it out and like almost practice what you're gonna say and how you're gonna approach it with them, and they'll just listen. They'll be happy to listen. At least with the community I have found and I have become a part of online, it's a really handy tool because there's so much less pressure and less stress, and you're more inclined to open up about worries and stresses that you might not even have noticed you were thinking about before. So that's another reason I find video games to be such a positive contributor to mental health, or at least a positive contributor to my mental health. Another big thing I think that contributes to your mental health but also to others is being a positive experience or a positive influence on the people you meet in game, whether it's in your community or someone you just met 20 seconds ago because you were searching for someone to do the Destiny Nightfall, or if you're trying to do competitive in Overwatch, or you want to talk to someone about Bloodborne strategy. It's really very, very broad. So this kind of stuff really helps, because if you help someone else cheer up or help someone else, like they open up to you, it feels good to be someone they open up to. It feels good to be someone who is able to help, especially if they're like, oh, I never thought of it this way, and you're really helping open up my perspective on the situation, for example. Or, oh, hey, you're right, maybe I should approach it a different way, or maybe I should take a second to calm down before I confront the person again, or handle the situation. Whatever it is, maybe I should relax. The test isn't going to be as stressful, for example. So I find that another big part of the personal experience for me in helping with my own mental health is helping others, because I enjoy helping others. Woo, surprise. So some examples I'd like to share are specifically like things you can help out with that you don't even know you're helping out with at the time, by just being there for someone to talk to and then just hanging out with them and having fun on a video game. You might be helping that individual through a lot of difficult situations. So off the top of my head, I have a couple here. There's sometimes individuals have difficulty with family situations, whether it's divorce or not. It could just be a family conflict. But if they're upset and they're at home and it's really an environment where they're just going to stay upset and they need a place to cool off and you're there to talk to them, it's kind of really nice for you to be there. And it's nice for them to have a community online that more often than not someone will be there to talk to. There's also a huge thing with you being a positive influence is huge in counteracting those who are negative influences. So if someone in the community approaches you because they trust you about feeling vulnerable or feeling like harassed or bullied by someone, you can do something about it. You can help them, especially if they don't know what to do. You can help them take the proper steps to protect themselves and protect the community they're a part of. So for example, blocking the person, reporting them as a community even, may help and may put the person who is very stressed out and being bullied to put their mind at ease. So finally, I get to people who are asking for advice. It can be any advice. It can be like, oh, what should I do about this test? Or what should I do about this home renovation, for example? It could be anything. It's such a broad topic. But if it's something you have experience with or have experienced in the past, you can give them your input. You can give them your experience and tell them, this is what happened when I was in this situation, and this is how I tackled it and it worked really well, or this is how I tackled it and it didn't work out so well. So you have the ability to help these people who are maybe unsure of what choice to make in a situation, make a better or at least more informed choice. And that in of itself, especially if you're a positive influence, can really help make their day, make their week. They come back and thank you and say, thank you, I really appreciate the feedback. Or, hey, I did or didn't take your advice and it did or didn't help me, but thank you anyway for being there to talk to so I could sort it out myself. So yeah, those are kind of the big positive examples for me, my experiences and my experience with others. Of course, this isn't all going to be positives. There can definitely be some negatives for your mental health in video games. One of the biggest things is being too into them, too addicted or obsessed, whatever you want to call it, where the line can be drawn, I guess, in my opinion, where it impairs your social function and or it prevents you from doing normal daily tasks. Like if you're not doing your schoolwork, or you're not doing well at work, or you're not focused on your work or your family, those things are a priority, and there should be a priority list in your mind or in the back of your head somewhere that says, hey, I need to take care of my family, I need to take care of myself, I need to take care of the others around me immediately before I should be worrying about video games and being social on video games. I should be letting these people know that they are important to me and I'm important to them, etc., etc. So you keep a strong social circle outside of the video gaming, even though video game social groups have been a huge help to me in some mental health situations and to others. They're not 100% reliable. Even if you have a great community, sometimes they're just not on, sometimes they're not there. You have to deal with things on your own. So that's a drawback where you can get addicted or obsessed, and it really kind of strains your relationships with everyone else and makes the video games not fun. Now that brings me to my next point, where you get really angry, upset, or some negative emotion because of the video game. So yeah, you can get frustrated. Like I get frustrated all the time. You see me get frustrated if you've watched any of my videos, especially the streams. You can get frustrated because sometimes it's not fun to lose. It's never fun to lose unless you're doing something incredibly silly, which we sometimes do. It's not fun. So sometimes you get frustrated, but that frustration is short-lived and it's within the context of the video game. Where I think it becomes a problem for mental health is where if that's consistent and it starts to bleed into other interactions with people. There, I think it has a negative impact, and maybe there would be a better way, maybe taking some time off of video games and dealing with the personal life, etc., maybe finding out why it is so upsetting that the video game is causing this. These are things you need to diagnose and figure out either yourself or with friends, or maybe ask the people online that you hang out with, like, hey, do you think I'm getting really upset all the time, and how should I stop it, or what do you recommend anything? Because typically if you build a good community, they're going to be there for you. How to build a good community? I've found a great group of people. If you ever need anything or want to talk about anything, of course, I am here. I'm not a professional. If you feel like there's something that you need to speak to a professional about, you should consult them in your city or town or wherever you might live. Consult them, don't consult me. If you're looking for someone to hang out with, have fun. Me, whenever you need to chat with people. I have found a great community of people. We've been all contributing, all building towards this community together. So yeah, oh my gosh, there are people watching. I'm scared. I'm recording this on Twitch, because why not? So, another way it's kind of negative is you can get people who bully exclusively through video games, and that's not good. You don't want people bullying you exclusively through blah. You don't want people bullying you where their only avenue is through video games, and they're out to get you, of course, by opening up to such like a, I guess, an easy way to access people socially and talk to them. It puts you at risk, and that can harm your mental health, especially if you're more vulnerable to these kinds of opinions, even if they're from a complete stranger. If they're bullying you and saying, hey, you're bad at this, or I don't like you, or what are you doing here? That sets you off. That sucks for you, and it makes the video game experience not fun. It hurts your mental health, and that's not why I come to video games. It's not my personal goal when I come to video games to be hurt mentally. It's to experience positive mental health outcomes, I guess you could call it. Have fun, chat with friends, be social, and all of the things I have mentioned before. So to wrap up the video, I'm going to give you my overall opinion. I'm going to ask for yours, and I hope you guys get engaged by this. I really wanted to make this video because it's something important, and I hope you guys can see that it's something important to me and something I've had experience with and have learned a lot through and come to realize a lot more about video gaming as a community. So overall, I think video games are positive for your mental health in general, in moderation, used appropriately. When you find a community that you can interact with and feel comfortable with, it's overall a hugely positive experience for you to augment your life and your lifestyle. Again, finding and making a good community is really a big step. If you don't like the people you're playing video games with, you probably shouldn't play video games with them, even if they're really, really skilled or really, really whatever, or they have connections to people. Just make it about people you enjoy spending your time with on video games. I think I didn't touch on single player versus multiplayer, but really quick, I think single player is a great way to kind of decompress and relax and have your own time to just kind of do what you want and hang out. I think multiplayer is a lot better for the social aspect and for getting people's opinions and for kind of having a casual, like, fun time with friends. Another huge thing in my overall opinion is video games can really help you forget, or at least start not thinking as much about things that may be happening in your life that are serious or not so serious. And it really helps you to, again, even take a step back and reevaluate these problems and see if you can approach it from a different way to find a solution. So that's my overall thing on video games and mental health, my analysis of it, my personal experience, what I think everyone should be striving for really with video games. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments below or by hitting the like button. If you liked my channel, what I'm doing right now, what this video is about, feel free to hit that subscribe button and comment to let me know you want to see more videos like this and even what topics you want me to talk about, because I'm always happy to talk about really anything that can cause some form of discussion. And that's really what I'm looking for, is a positive discussion in the comments. So if you're going to discuss something, present your points, present them respectfully, don't degrade anyone or I will remove them. It's not hard for me to do that. But be nice, be thoughtful. If it's a thoughtful comment that I don't agree with, I will not ever take it down. It's something I may respond to and be like, I see your argument and I fully accept it and it's very valid. This is my opinion. And it's a battle of opinions at that point. It's not about a conflict, it's more about a discussion again. So yeah, give me your opinion. This has been my opinion. Let me know your experiences if you are comfortable sharing them. And if you want a community to join, both on Battle.net with like Hearthstone and everything like that, and then PS4 in general, feel free to contact me. I have my gamertag in the description, and if you want the Battle.net ID, let me know and I can link it really quick. But yeah, my PS4 gamertag is R-dub9, all capital letters, no spaces. Feel free to add me, just put in the message that you saw this video or that you want to maybe join the community, and we'll get you in here to chat with all of us, whoever's on at the time. But yeah, I really want to make a difference in these simple ways, you know, make it easy for people to talk to others, meet new people, maybe talk out their worries with others, and just have fun. Have fun playing video games like the clips are in the background, because man, we had fun doing that. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and my name has been Outrageous Lemons, and I will see you guys in the next video.